dusk is deepening. The searchlights are in position. The guns are ready. The People's Army of Volunteers is ready. They are the ones who are really fighting this war. Brokers, clerks, peddlers, merchants by day. They are heroes by night.
I got here about 4 a.m.
20 past 7?
5 a.m.
I got here at 6.
I'm really tired.
I just want to buy music. I don't get the chance to buy music in my country, so I'm like really excited about it.
London can take it. London can take it.
Effectively, we split at the doors, and Ryan was like, can you try and get some of the albums? And I'll just kind of head for the singles.
I mean, it helps when you have a visual, at least with me, visual cue, because everyone's like going up there and reading, you know, when an album looks like this with just the Columbia label, you're just like, oh, is that the, you have the image of it, you know, you can totally tell just by the design.
We're giving away our trade secrets.
Well, I came in thinking I'm going to get the Peace album and then I leave with 6 others. But then I forget coming in how much I love going through things, and then you know you find bits and pieces that you're like, oh my god, I've been looking for this for ages.
It's a bit of a geek thing, but for my 18th birthday I have my mates round because you have to listen to it on 4 discs at the same time. So now we've got to get 4 record decks to actually do it. So we're going to hold another party, I think.
I think it's really cool and it's really impressive actually seeing like so much interest and so many people queuing and like so much passion.
When I woke up this morning, I said it feels like Christmas, but it's like Christmas for nerds. It's brilliant.
Record Store Day is wicked. Just kind of celebrate records, you know, with people who love it just as much as you do. You can be a total geek, just geek out all day, you know. Loads of other people and I'm not going to laugh at you, you know. I can come out of my dungeon and be like, cool, today's the day.
I started this morning at Rough Trade at around about 8:30. I realised that the queue was far too long, I'm not going to get in there for love nor money, so Boris biked it down this way to try and get involved here.
We're just saying that we can't think of actually a better way to spend a day than having live music and then buying records and having some drinks.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, well, I guess I should confess that I am.
I've just done my first in-store of the day and I've got 2 more to go. I'm about to jump in a car and go to Berwick Street where I think I'm playing outside Sister Ray, and then jumping in a car again and driving down to Kingston to Banquet Records, which in my opinion is the best record store in the universe.
Mortgages and pension plans
And there is a bunch of stuff I want to pick up today. In particular, the Hold Steady have got a new 7-inch out, which makes me go, ah, because they're my favourite band and I have their lyrics tattooed on my back.
I'm looking for Slayer Hello 8's record.
Beef Clyro, Jimi Hendrix.
Haim records? Yeah. Haim.
Very weird limited edition 7-inches that are just out for Record Store Day.
Won't shut up.
Part of the joy of record stores generally and Record Store Day is browsing, you know. The physical thing of flicking through a rack of records is one of my favourite physical activities, and it's something that I think that people who don't go to record stores miss out on. I remember when I was totally broke and I didn't have any money to spend, I'd just go and flick through the racks a bit anyway because it feels nice.
Smoke Fairies, and we're here on Berwick Street for Record Store Day. In the music industry, it feels kind of hard sometimes being musicians, but today seems to kind of celebrate that, and there's so many people out here in support of record stores and unsigned artists, and it's just a really good celebration to be part of, and it just makes me feel really happy.
I was probably
seven years old when I started going to record shops, you know, so everyone's huge, you know, you're this tiny little kid, there's loads of punks in there, skinheads in there, all sorts of people, and but just to see all this music, it was, you just wanted to know about all of it. It very quickly became an obsession with me. But it's just that moment of flicking through records and suddenly you see a tiny glimpse of the cover and you're like, oh my god, there it is, and you just want to pull it out and go like that and make sure no one else has seen it. The first single I bought with my own money was ABBA, Money, Money, Money. And the first album was Kings of the Wild Frontier, Adam and the Ants.
Oh God.
Gosh.
Hollywood by Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, now 6, and I was about 11.
Sing When You're Winning by Robbie Williams.
It was the live Gary Glitter album.
May or may not have been the Spice Girls.
It was a Linkin Park album, was it Meteora?
The Stones, Little Red Rooster.
It was the band, the band, the Brown Album as it's known in the trade.
You know what, I got given by my dad when I was like 10, he gave me like the 12-inch of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and it's like the artwork, there's loads of artwork in it, it's just beautiful.
First record I bought, Badly Drawn Boys, Out of the Wildebeest.
It's just crying on the train.
It's the beauty of picking up a record and, you know, getting the sleeve out, you know, getting the record out and placing it on the player and putting the needle down, and it's like, it's a journey that you can't just skip from track to track. You've got to take time to enjoy the record, you know, from beginning to end, and I feel it's one of the beauties of vinyl, you know.
Something about just having a physical piece of music.
I think it's like a different listening experience, like it sounds so like raw on vinyl.
It's more of a niche thing, people that like vinyl love vinyl, and it's not just about listening to the music.
I would say it's a bit like caffeine. If you like your music and you want to grab your music, fine, that's great, you can grab it anywhere and grab it in some coffee shop. If you actually want to appreciate the music, it's like sitting down and making a perfect cup of tea. With a record, you've got something physical, but you can take the time to actually sit and listen and to be with the music and to totally enjoy it.
It's about kind of people re-engaging in what you know music is about as a kind of communal experience, and as a sort of, to a deeper extent, like a kind of a very important, you know, thing within your life, because I think it's been somewhat kind of cheapened in recent years. Whilst it's become more available, you know, it used to be a sacred thing that people would save up and focus on, and now there's so many distractions on people's time, and music's become a ringtone, it's become wallpaper. What I personally am interested in, and I think what record stores like Rough Trade are interested in, is about bringing back the kind of, you know, the more sort of soulful aspect of it, and the idea of owning something.
I see my little cousins and stuff, they download stuff, but their music is really expendable. Like the life cycle of a good artist for them is 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you're not enjoying. It's like eating fast food, man. It's like you could enjoy it in a better way, you know. And I got him into buying, and now he goes to concerts. So now he's like, okay, I went to look for it, I bought it, I took it out of the wrapping, I listened to it, I told everybody else I had it, I bought a ticket, I went to see the show, I bought the t-shirt. So now he's a full experience for him, you know.
That was one of my favourite things as a kid, sitting on my bed listening to that album, but like reading the lyrics as well, seeing who wrote it, composed it, where it was mixed, engineered, just all those little details. I don't know if they can be communicated via like just downloading it, and this is what I'm worried about for my future sons and daughters, you know, how are they going to buy music in the future?
We're the Stripes, we're just outside Rough Trade East, and we've just played here for Record Store Day.
While in the heart of the city, where the alligator roams, I'm a little lost man, ain't got no place to go.
Stones, early Stones.
Yardbirds, Dave Edmunds, Rockpile.
It was all his house mainly. Like myself and Pete would have grown up in Ev's house. Our parents would have been friends, so we would have been over there quite a bit, and we kind of digested that record collection from quite an early age.
You listen to it more if it's on vinyl because you don't skip between tracks. You can't, fast forward or anything like that. So
it's the whole, I suppose, experience of actually getting what you want and actually being
saving up for your record and going out and buying it is.
And you have artwork and you have all that sort of stuff that goes with it. You don't really get with a download.
I'm looking for a lover in the heart of the city.
It was really nice to see a lot of younger people here for Record Store Day because there is a bit of a generational divide about music. The younger kids, the record store's a slightly more kind of mystical beast, and it's really great to see people coming in and learning about how awesome record stores are, because there's so much they can add that you just can't get from sitting there downloading stuff off the internet. It's about meeting people as well. Do you know what I mean? So many of them, my friends that I've got, are people I met in Selector Disc, and I started a conversation with them because they're wearing a Descendants t-shirt or whatever.
Well, it's a great thing, isn't it? Thank goodness that there's still shops around, Well, they were kind of, they were a cultural centre really of the town, for me anyway. It was a place you gravitated towards and spent a long time just in there listening to stuff, get them to play stuff until they got fed up and kicked you out. Good night.
Independent record stores for me are pretty much like, I think they're the heart and soul of the industry, and you just look at the amount of people who want to get involved in the artists that want to get involved in Record Store Day and make music, record music, release music, collaborate with people, that kind of thing. They're so important because it's where music started in terms of where people could first to get their hands on music way back when, and to lose that I think would be such a shame. So I'm so happy that it has this kind of anniversary to remind people how important it is.
A lot of my friends and kind of have been involved in Record Store Day every year, and I think it's a brilliant thing, and I'm always in Rough Trade East, my local record store, so it's amazing to be doing a show in here. I never really thought I would be, to be honest.
Record Store Day is just a celebration of record shops and that kind of unique place they have in their local community, and the culture of the record store is where people come and hang out, and it's where you discover stuff, it's where you discover friends and enemies and records that you love and stuff that you hate, and they're really important. I can't imagine growing up without record shops to hang out in.
It's important to raise awareness because when we're out on the road travelling, there's a lot of time hanging around. So record shops in towns out there are the only thing standing between us and serious self-abuse.
I guess that's love. I can't pretend. I can't pretend. I feel our bodies grow and our souls they play. Yeah, Lord, you know how much of my heart to play. I guess that's love. I can't pretend. I can't pretend. Oh, I guess that's love. I can't pretend. I can't pretend.